But Mamelodi Sundowns has something planned that will rock South African football to the core. And I've got Sundowns Club President Patrice Motsepe on the line from the United States. Mr. Motsepe, good day to you, sir. You're live on SABC News. Can you tell us what Mamelodi Sundowns has in the pipeline?
Well, Simon, it's good to hear your voice. I don't think it's primarily Mamelodi Sundowns. It's part of the Nelson Mandela centenary celebrations, and the Motsepe Foundation is very honored. We've been working with the Nelson Mandela Foundation and various other foundations over many years. So as part of the Nelson Mandela centenary celebrations, from the Motsepe Foundation side, we've got various partnerships, as I said. And in this context, we are contributing towards the development of football. And so Mamelodi Sundowns will be hosting Barcelona on the 16th of May at FNB Stadium as part of the Nelson Mandela centenary celebrations.
Mr. Motsepe, I think everybody just sat up there right now and took notice. Of course, Barcelona, a club traditionally very committed to charities. For a long time, they never had any sponsorship, and then when they did, it was UNICEF. Was that the obvious choice, to have Barcelona come out to play Mamelodi Sundowns?
Well, South Africa has, we've got great people, and Nelson Mandela and the spirit that Nelson Mandela instilled in all of us in terms of, in this context, the power of football and sports to bring people together. And that's why, as you correctly indicate, that Barcelona has been deeply involved in charitable ventures, and the Motsepe Foundation has also been extensively involved in philanthropic and developmental initiatives. And in this instance, because the Motsepe Foundation supports SAFA, South African Football Association, with the ABC Motsepe League, and the Motsepe Foundation also sponsors schools football in the country. And in this instance, we used the historic relationship that we have through the foundation and the Nelson Mandela Foundation to request Mamelodi Sundowns to play with Barcelona in this historic game in South Africa.
And of course, Mr. Motsepe, Barcelona also intrinsic to Catalan identity and fighting for independence. Tell us about the last time Sundowns and Barcelona crossed paths.
Well, it was wonderful because we are also trying to inspire young South Africans, black and white South Africans, to those young boys and girls, and in this instance, young boys who are interested in sports and football, to see the top South African players play against the best in the world. I mean, Messi will be coming, Suarez, Iniesta, because part of the agreement specifically states that they have to bring the very best players, and we've listed the names of the players. When Barcelona last played against Mamelodi Sundowns, surprise Mourinho scored a beautiful goal in the first few minutes. So it's part of that process of ensuring that South African teams get to play against the best in the world, and also to use football to inspire and to unite our people of all races and of all backgrounds, but also to inspire our youth to believe that whether you want to be a football player or a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, that you can be as good as the best in the world.
Patrice Motsepe, thanks very much for joining us and breaking that news. So it's a full-strength Barcelona team coming to play Mamelodi Sundowns at the FNB Stadium on May the 16th, which is just around the corner. Well, that's where the sports desk finishes its hijacking of the business news. You're going to have more news in just a bit.